Go ahead.
I haven't shared my screen yet, right?
Nope, you're good.
No. Okay, hold on. Slideshow. Play from start. All right. Well, first of all, I want to say that was amazing, guys. Like, seriously, I was blown away by each of your different perspectives because I often hear from different people how differently they feel about the life book and the habits of health. And so to see it from all of your different perspectives was awesome. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Jen Phelps, and I am an independent Optavia coach. First of all, I'm so thrilled to be here tonight to talk to you about oversharing. So many of our trainings are about the right way to do coaching. And this is going to feel like the biggest. This is how not to do it. So you can see my notes. Great. Thank you for sharing that in the chat. You can just read what I'm saying then. Thank you. Hold on. Don't know how that happened. Let me try that again. Still showing the wrong screen, I'm guessing. See, I'm already overshowing. You guys are funny. You guys are awesome in terms of your humor. I don't know. Am I still sharing the wrong screen?
Jen,
yeah.
Use slideshow. Top
View,
right corner.
Top right corner. Use slideshow. Oh, Gina, everything just went black on me.
Don't listen to me. Go back to swap display. Oh, look, I see it.
You see the screen, right?
Yeah.
But I don't see my notes.
I guess you're going to have to share from your heart.
That's not even funny.
I knew this was
seriously like that is not even funny. All right. Okay. All right. Fine. So, all right. I'm so nervous now. This is not how I roll. How do I change the screen now? There we go. All right. Well, this seems like something I can read. So let's go. All right. So this is our due diligence, right? This is what we need to do. So Optavia makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with Optavia results only from successful sales efforts, which require hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Your success will depend upon how well you exercise these qualities. Please see the Optavia income disclosure statement for statistics of actual earnings of coaches. All right, so I guess I can tell you my story. My name is Jen Phelps. I have been somebody who has struggled with my weight for most of my life. I have gained and lost the same 50 pounds. I don't even want to know how many times. And about 8 years ago, I went through a really stressful divorce and I put on 80 pounds in 1 year. It was, I ate and drank everything I could see because I was dealing with grief. And then to add insult to injury, 2 years later, I was diagnosed with stage 3B cervical cancer. And as scary as that was, it honestly was the wake-up call that I needed to just change my life. And this wasn't the first thing I found. Oh, you're taking me off, Gina?
Just keep going, Jen.
Okay, sorry. It was the wake-up call that I needed. I was, I'm a single mom. Like, I'm a literal single mom. Like, there's no dad. It's me, 2 kids. And having just survived cancer, I realized that I needed to be around for them for as long as possible. So thankful to somebody who posted on Facebook, I was introduced to this program and I started melting away. And guess what? Lo and behold, people started asking, what are you doing? And I just started telling them, oh, it's so awesome. I'm, doing this program and I eat bars and shakes and blah, blah, blah. And my coach, she had said this was going to happen, right? And she said, you should become a coach. And eventually, probably about the 10th time that she asked, Somebody asked me what I was doing and I said, fine. And I told that person everything about the program at my office. And guess what? To this day, she's never, ever, ever gotten program. So I'm a classic oversharer in a lot of different ways, but I started my coaching journey in the overshare space. So I will forever be grateful to her for asking me though, because once I kind of got in the right lane, I listened to my mentorship, I did the things that I was supposed to do, everything started to click, everything started to work. And not only that, around the same time that I became a coach was about the same time that it was Christmas, and I was starting to enjoy some cookies. Because guess what? I didn't get in the life book. So coaching was the catalyst that I needed to continue my own health journey. Like by helping others, it helped me. And that was really, really impactful. But I was only able to start helping people because I learned how not to overshare the program. All right. So I feel, oh, here we go. Awesome. Gita, thank you for taking over, controlling all of this for me. I want to introduce you to one of the coaches on my team. This is Michelle Derwitz, and I am thrilled that she's getting this opportunity because she actually has been really excited to speak. And I just want to, Michelle, I'm sure you're off mute, or if you're not, come off mute and tell everybody your coaching story and how this topic kind of played into your story.
Okay, I am excited. Yes, I've been waiting for this for a while. First, let me say thanks, Jennifer, for letting me come on and talk. I am so appreciative to you for everything you've taught to me and all my mentors. Part of the reason why I'm really excited tonight is I am kind of fulfilling a dream. I have forever wanted to publicly speak to many so I can reach someone, hopefully, and make a difference in their life. So it's kind of like a dream come true for me. This is where dreams come true. This is where things change. This is where we change people's lives. So I'm so grateful to all my mentorship again, and thank you for letting me come on. So my story. So my daughter decides we're getting married. And I'm like, great, I need to lose some weight. So I started in April of 2020 and I lost 40 pounds by October of 2020. She got married the following April. It was a beautiful day and I felt so great about the way I looked. I started coaching in July of 2020 and a little reluctant to coach. They must have asked me probably about 20 times. To this day, we still joke about it. And I know once I said, okay, I'm in, I'll do it. I'll do it. They must have said, what is taking her so long to get started? Because I didn't get started right away. A little reluctant because, I didn't want to put stuff on Facebook. I was a little afraid of what people would think. And then everybody kept saying, get out of your own way. So that's what I started doing. What does that mean, getting out of my own way? Well, I thought I knew what I was doing. I like to do a lot of stuff by myself. I don't like to ask for help. I didn't follow the system. I didn't plug into the books. Again, I was getting in my own way. And I kept thinking to myself, what am I doing wrong? I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? So, of course, I start doing health assessments, and I am so excited about sharing the program that I am not listening to anyone. I'm so excited. I am busy talking, and I am talking over them. So I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm sure there have been others that have thought this as well. You're not alone. I was there. So I started learning and I started searching. And again, it was so hard for me because I was just so excited about the program. I knew how good I felt. I wanted everybody else to feel the same way. I just wanted everybody else to experience what I experienced. Then I started listening to Power Hours. And then all of a sudden it hit me. The answer was right in front of my face. I was like, what am I doing? So I started plugging into my mentorship. I started reading my life book, changed me here unbelievably. I mean, so much more than the weight. I think that was the most important thing for me. Again, I needed to get out of my own way. I needed to start listening. And it was so easy to do once I realized what I needed to do. It was time, consistency, loving on people, getting in my life books, listening to my mentorships. I started listening to what people were saying. That's what I learned. And I started loving on them. And then I plugged into my mentorship. I started following the system. And before I knew it, I was no longer asking myself what I was doing wrong. I was so excited about the opportunity to help others. My brother at that time had come on program, so I decided to ask him if he wanted to coach. Jennifer and I got on a Coach Explore, and I just listened. I absorbed all the knowledge I could in that call, and then everything changed. Everything changed right then and there. And it didn't only change for me, but it changed for my brother and my sister-in-law. I love them dearly, and they have done tremendous on this. Their business is growing. I'm so happy for them. They are becoming different people now too. They're becoming happier. Um, and it just fills my heart to just see people I love so much become happier and healthier. I just can't even explain how good it makes me feel. So I start listening to what people saying. I treat them with love and respect. And sometimes if you just let people talk, you really find out what they really need, and you can truly help them the way they need to be helped, not the way I thought they needed to be helped. During the whole process, I realized I'm changing for the better. I became happier, more fulfilled person, helping others. It was changing me, turning me into the person that I was meant to be by loving on others, filling my heart with great stuff. I never would have thought that losing 40 pounds would just be the beginning of my transformation. I'm now somebody who I love being. I'm happy. I'm so grateful to all my mentors and friends in the community. Um, you guys are all great. So supportive, so inspirational. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. I thank you, Jennifer, for letting me share. And I truly hope what I have said tonight impacts someone that's listening. It's all about changing lives. It's all about fulfilling dreams. And I thank you so much, Jennifer. And I am so thrilled to be on here and so excited. Thank you for fulfilling one of my dreams. And I hope everybody has a great night. This might be the start of something big.
Oh, Michelle, thank you so much for that. That's awesome. And my favorite part about Michelle's story is that she got to retire 5 years earlier than she expected to. So I'm so thrilled that I got to be part of that. All right. So Gina is my rock star right now because she is making it possible that I can read my script. So thank you. All right. Gina, can I have the next slide? All right, perfect. All right, so let's start with the definition of oversharing. It is to share or reveal too much information. As this quote states, most people overshare in an attempt to fast track a relationship. they're hoping to let people in to establish an open and honest, establish themselves as an open and honest person and to create a bond. That seems so genuine, right? It's all about connection. And I think we all want that. But what we have learned in this business is that connection is made when we take the time to learn about the person who has expressed interest, not when we share too much details too fast about ourselves, the program, the success, the coaching opportunity. All right, Gina, you can go to the next slide. Thank you. All right, perfect. So what I wanted to do is ask if everybody would put some suggestions in the chat of what oversharing might be in terms of health coaching. Most likely we're going to review a lot of them today, but it's going to be fun to see what comes top of mind from people. I'm watching the chat. All right. Adding too many details to the health assessment, the cost, the name of the program, talking too much. Oh, I see talking too much so many times. Cost, talking about, yeah, I love it. You guys are so right. And these are the things that we are going to talk about tonight. And I'm going to break it down by going through all of the different phases of interaction that we have with potential clients, potential coaches, and even new coaches. Oh, somebody put overwhelming clients. That's a great thing. Gina, can I have the next slide, please? All right, perfect. All right, so let's start with in-person. This one applies to both our clients, our coaches, and ourselves. We are literally walking billboards, and it's not uncommon for people that we run into, whether in the store, at sporting events, at our kids' school, or at our jobs. And like people are just going to be mesmerized by our transformations and want to know, how is it that you did this? And all too often, we are just as excited as they are, mainly because they noticed. And it makes us feel so good. And so often it's hard not to scream Optivia to the world. A lot of us will just go on like, oh, it's so awesome. I eat 6 times a day. I've eaten bars and shakes. And, you know, I eat some lean proteins and some vegetables, and I'm literally melting away. And I have so much energy, and on and on and on and on and on. And that person heard bars and shakes and said, nope, not for me. Or they jump right to the question, how much is it? And we respond, or someone who's like not good in the oversharing space says, oh, it's kind of pricey. Or, oh, it's only $15 a day. And they go, yep, not for me. Why? Because we didn't take the time to learn about them, what they want to accomplish, and show them how this program is in alignment with everything that they want, and sometimes even more than they had expected. So your best response when someone asks, what are you doing? And this is straight from the system. Oh, I'd love to chat. Can I give you a call this evening or tomorrow? I know that we're heading into this, if it's my case, hockey game right now. Because this one did happen to me a lot when I was newly on program. So much to the point that like all of the hockey moms noticed and they kept coming up to me. So I learned very quickly that it was important for me to take it out of that space, make it private, give that person the attention that they deserved one-on-one. And what's really funny is that this got dubbed the hockey mom diet at the rink because there were so many moms that were on the program with me. All right, moving on. We can only see a finite amount of people in person. Not only that, we are bound by geography with seeing people in person. Enter Facebook. Facebook is our friend. This is the space where we can really connect with people and inspire them with little limitations. The system teaches us that with our branding basics to systematically and consistently post not only stuff about our personal life, but positivity through our daily quotes and recipes to inspire healthy living. But without including the transformations, people just think that we are motivational chefs. I can't take credit for that one. Thank you, Sherry Donovan. We need to show that our program has results. And again, sometimes we're so excited that we share too much on Facebook. Has anyone ever heard the phrase I should say the acronym TLTR, too long to read? That is why it's so important in our Facebook post that we keep it simple and short. 3 lines, that's all it takes. Here's an example: down 30 pounds, feeling better than I have in years. Man, I love this program. You do not have to tell your whole story. You do not have to tell them how you did it. All you have to do is show them the results. Now, social media also has this trend of hashtags, and you'll notice a lot of other businesses will hashtag their business name or their company, but we don't want to do that. Why? Because people will just Google the program and make a quick judgment based on limited information. Sometimes our clients have the tendency to share a picture of a fueling or that their box arrived and they put it on their Facebook page. It's important that we share with our clients the best way that they can share their journey and ask them to, not do that. If you're a new coach, you might not know this, so I'm going to fill you in. We are in the best organization of all of Optivia. Not all coaches have the resources and leadership that we do. In fact, people in other organizations do many things that we don't. And this last example is one of those things. We are paid very well to support our clients, but we're taught to use social media in an attractional way that we lead with health. Some other organizations, they do things like, look at me and how much money I'm making. Come join me in coaching. Or who wants to come to a Zoom and learn about the income opportunities of what I do as a health coach? It's icky sauce. We don't do that. We build relationships with people that are built on trust. All right. Now, oftentimes on Facebook, we're going to be taking it from there to the phone. So those simple Facebook posts are going to result in people saying what program, and the system gives us step-by-step instructions on how to respond. I want you to put a 1 in the chat if when you looked at those responses in the system the first time, you thought to yourself, this isn't going to work. Like, these are dumb responses. Like, nobody is going to, you guys are cracking me up. Okay. I was one of those people. This is the one that I thought is never going to work. It's the one that I'd love to hop on a call with you. My phone number is this. What's yours? I had a concept in my head that absolutely no one was going to give me their phone number. And to my surprise, I would say 98% of people gave me their phone number and were willing to hop on a call with that simple statement. But there were the outliers, those people who wanted to know more details before they were willing to get on the phone. And what's great is that our system gives us the responses for those as well. But sometimes people aren't willing to get on the phone. And I want to remind you that this is your health coaching practice and you get to control the pace. And if someone isn't willing to get on the phone, then they're truly not ready for the program. There will be people who try to goad you into sending them more information via text or messenger. Don't do it. I would say with 99% certainty, those people are never going to get on program, because the minute that you give them information via text, that's the reason why it won't work for them. We need to protect our process and, frankly, to protect that person's journey on how you can change their life and their health. And all of that is dependent on you having the opportunity to get on a phone call with them, hear their voice, hear their heart, learn about them, show them that you care, and show them that we're not trying to make a sale. We truly have a solution that worked for us, and we're just telling them that we'll walk alongside them and help them. But if we can't get them on the phone, then we never get that opportunity. I've also noticed in some other organizations that people send people health questionnaires. That is not personal. That is like you're trying to just have a transaction with somebody. And I would also suggest not saying to someone, we need to do a health assessment. A health assessment sounds scary. It sounds very technical. Yes, that's what we call it. But all they need to know is that we want to learn more about them and their goals. So use the wording from the system. After they've said what program, say, I'll PM you. Say, hey, are you asking for yourself or someone else? We're giving them grace that we're not assuming that they need the program. And when they say, yeah, it's for me, you follow it up with, I'd love to chat and see if I can find a program for you. My number is this. What's yours? It's in the system. On the health assessment, once we have the opportunity to chat with them on the phone, we really get to work our magic, which is connecting with people, learning about their health and their goals and their lifestyle so that we can pick the right program for them. It's also the opportunity for that person to verbalize where they are in their life and to really take stock of what it is that they want. The key to a health assessment is to listen more and talk less. There's obviously going to be a time when you need to share with them about your own personal journey and the 4 components and why it's going to work for them. But you can't do that until you know what it is that they need. So it's important to ask permission that you're going to ask them some questions about themselves, make it conversational, show that you care. When the time comes for sharing your personal journey, do not let it go longer than 1.5 minutes. 90 seconds, shorter than a commercial. This is about them, not you. The total health assessment should be 20 to 30 minutes tops. And when you step into the components and you're explaining them, there's going to be an art that you learn over time of how to connect those pieces to something that they said about their goal, their experience, their lifestyle. And it's going to prove that you were listening. And that is the gift that we offer, is showing that we care. All right. When we get a client started to begin their journey, we have a video that we send. The night before video is perfect for them and it's perfect for you because it covers everything. Nothing's going to get missed and it limits the amount of time that you need to answer questions. So follow the system and send the night before video. And then make sure they watched it before you give them a call, because now you don't have to explain everything that was in the box, how they're going to eat, blah, blah, blah. First couple of days, do not text them multiple times a day, reminding them to eat their fuelings, sending recipes. Hey, are you drinking your water? That is called hero coaching, and it makes coaching look very hard. And frankly, this is their journey. If they cannot change these simple habits on their own, you're hindering their success and making this about you. Call them for 1 to 2 minutes the first 4 to 5 days as they get into fat burn. Inevitably, they're going to have questions and we want them to be successful. So check in briefly each day. Don't agree to come and unpack their fuelings or make them their lean and greens. Just saying. All right. At the end of your client's first week and also at the end of their 5th week, based on what your leadership says, I would direct you back to them. You should be bringing each of your clients to your fully integrated business coach, your FIBC, for celebration calls. These calls are so important for your client's journey. So your job is to follow the system and let them know in the health assessment that you're going to be bringing them to your clients, to them to a mentor of your team. And during that first week, let them know that clients who partake in this are the most successful. On that call, if you follow the system, it says that your job is to introduce your client to your FIBC and then put yourself on mute. This is the ultimate protector of not oversharing and allowing your FIBC to pour into that client with knowledge that's going to help them for the short-term and long-term success, as well as to edify you. This is an opportunity to make sure that they're dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's, and it's an opportunity for you to learn. Inevitably, at some point, your client's going to ask a question that you didn't know the answer to, and you are now going to have that knowledge to share with future clients. And also, you're learning how to do celebration calls for when you are an FIBC. Be attentive, not interruptive. All right. Coach Explorers. You will have clients that are so excited about this program and have friends and family asking them what they're doing. And I want to encourage you that instead of saying, well, do you want to coach? Are you ready to coach? Are you ready to coach? Do you want to coach? Are you ready to coach? Ask them if they're willing to explore what coaching could look like for them. Bring them back to your FIBC, following the wording in the system, and let your coach, who has more experience than you, lead them through a conversation that truly examines whether or not they feel like coaching would work for them. We know that coaching is the gift, and we're often so excited to help people see that, but it's far easier to inspire people to the art of coming to the program than it is helping them to see what coaching could look like for them. Most people are scared that they don't know that they have the time, the resources, the influence to impact people. We know that we have a system that will work for anyone who is willing to work it. And we know that coaching is the best insurance policy for protecting their own health journey. Sometimes when we're so excited for the possibilities, we share too much information like, oh, and we have power hours and you're going to dance and you're going to make $2,000 and this is going to be so exciting and it's 17 people and it's just all too much. So it's better to start small and ask them if they want to have fun and co-coach with you to help a few friends and family that are curious. All right, meet and greets. When the client makes the decision to coach, it is important not to overwhelm them. Using the system is about giving them a little bit of information on an as-needed basis. Invite them to participate, don't demand. Throw them a ball. And if they do the action item and throw the ball back, then send them another one. Thank you, Debbie Moody. This should be fun and we want them to be successful, but they are navigating a new journey and they need guidance, not an overwhelming to-do list. Offer them the resources that will help them to be successful quickly, like power hours, Tuesday night trainings, and the pieces of the system that are relevant for assisting clients. The unfortunate part is that many people talk others in and out of program and or coaching multiple times in one conversation because they talk too much. And you're going to hear this time over time again. Follow the system. The system isn't there to stifle you. It isn't there to squash your creativity. The system is there because it's got tried and true proven results, regardless of personality, influence, age, gender, race. It is an equal opportunity success system. I realize I went over and I'm so grateful to all of you who stuck with me through the technology issues. And I hope that this was valuable, but I'm going to throw it back to Gina to see if she has anything else she wants to say.
Jen, that was so great. And I am so excited for all of you. I hope that you are now seeing like oversharing can actually, like Jen said, you can talk someone into this and talk them right out. But also what oversharing does is it shows up as a lack of confidence in what you have to offer. It shows up in a way that says, I'm not good enough. And it really isn't about you. Less is more. They will share more. I want you guys to practice this with me for 2 seconds before we end this call. I want you to think this way. Tell me a little bit about your health. How many of you that was very painful? It was very painful, right? He that speaks first hears. He that speaks first, nope, it's he that speaks first loses. If you're not listening, you're listening to respond. You need to listen, hear what they're saying, take notes. There's a reason why there's space there. See, the health assessment that we created, not the one you got in your kit, but the one we actually created, because we are the creators of the health assessment, the one in the system, that was created for you to be able to listen, to hear, to awaken, and read between the lines, to listen between the lines. See, it's so simple, but that pause is so critical. The same is true with coaching. Tell me a little bit about what questions you have about coaching. Did you know most people, when I do an explore call with them, most people ask me 1 to 2 questions and they become a coach. Did you know I answer the 2 questions they ask me? I don't explain the compensation plan. I don't send them additional information. Nothing. I answer their questions, they become a coach. It's oversharing that gets you in trouble. Listen to what their question is and answer it. Y'all, Jen, you did a phenomenal job. Michelle, thank you so much for sharing. We all fall into those traps when we begin, but just know the information in the system, the information that Jen shared with you is because we have fallen into those things ourselves, and we want to help you to be successful and to prevent that for you. So thank you everyone for staying on with us. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you guys later.